swept across the ocean wave. It's inside the human heart where the illusions behave. The flesh want the luxury, the spirit seek the truth, creating a friction that destroys the wandering youth. You battle with the greed, you battle with the pride, trying to find a shelter where the ego cannot hide. But you cannot defeat the enemy with an outside sword. You must surrender your weapons to the Almighty Lord. Yeah, civil war inside my skull, a daily insurgency. My subconscious mind is screaming with an extreme urgency. A faction of my ego wants to burn the whole house down, while my conscious mind is trying to protect the fragile crown. I'm my own antagonist, my own worst adversary, planting landmines inside my own vocabulary. No external hater could ever match the hostility of the monster in my mirror, mocking my stability. Dismantling the minefields inside the cerebral space, looking for a treaty to conclude the long chase. We sign a ceasefire with our own complexity, trading the chaos for a spiritual necessity. Yeah. And in the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we calling a truce tonight. I spent decades court-martialed in my own mind, a prisoner of war, took the trauma left behind, sentencing myself to a lifetime of solitary confinement, refusing to accept the spiritual alignment. But the rebellion is over, the troops are heading home. I'm decommissioning the missiles inside this heavy dome. I forgive the soldier that I was forced to become, reclaiming the tranquility that makes the mind numb. When you conquer the self, you win the ultimate prize. You see through the deception of the Babylonian lies. They want your mind divided in a constant civil strife, so you can never experience the beauty of life. But Jah provide a harmony to settle down the storm, transforming the cold heart into something pure and warm. Put down your internal rifle, let the conflict cease. The ultimate victory is achieving a total peace. Dismantling the minefield inside the cerebral space, looking for a treaty to conclude the long chase. We sign a ceasefire with our own complexity, trading the chaos for a spiritual necessity. Yeah. And in the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we calling a truce tonight. Now the divine purpose is becoming much clearer. No more friendly fire, no more internal terror, correcting the course of our historical error. The guns are silent, the smoke is clearing. That is the frequency your soul is nearing. Peace treaty, just steering. And in the inner war, dropping the heavy shield, finding a peaceful sanctuary in the mental field. No more fighting ourselves on the battlefield. Let the psychological lacerations finally heal. Yeah, we calling a truce tonight. tries to lock you in the dark prison of mind, reminding you of every single mistake left behind. But mercy is a river that flows heavy and wide, washing away the debris of the ego and pride. Don't let them bind your conscience with the heavy iron chain. Every human being on earth must experience pain, but condemnation is a trick of the wicked elite. Stand up, shake the dust off your wandering feet. Yeah, looking in the mirror at the ghost of my past deeds, sowing the fields of regret, reaping the bad weeds. Every syllable I weaponize the damage I inflicted to the toxic lifestyle that I was heavily addicted. They want me carrying the cross until my spine snaps in two, blaming myself for everything that I put people through. But I'm unpacking the luggage, letting the heavy weight drop. The self-flagellation and the torture gotta stop. No more ghosts knocking on the bedroom door. We don't live in that haunting house anymore. The slate is clean, the ledger is clear. We casting out the shadow of our deepest fear. Living guilt-free underneath the blue sky. No more heavy teardrops leaking from the eye. We broke the shackles, now we ready to fly. Absolution arrived, we don't have to hide. Yeah, the soul is finally liberated. My ledger was bloody, covered in permanent ink stains, trapped in the cycle of generating my own pains. A prisoner of perfectionism, haunting my own house, quiet as a church mouse, screaming at the spouse. But forgiveness isn't something that you beg from the crowd. It's a silent realization when the thunder is loud. I forgive the broken kid that was just trying to survive. I'm just grateful that the man inside is actually alive. Jah is the judge and he is full of compassionate grace. He doesn't look at you yesterday to define your face. The system wants you paralyzed by the choices you made, so your internal flame can be easily extinguished and fade. But righteousness is a shield from the arrows of shame. You are much greater than the labels of your old name. Walk in the sunlight, let the morning cleanse your heart. Today is a brand new page, a beautiful start. No more ghosts knocking on the bedroom door. We don't live in that haunting house anymore. The slate is clean, the ledger is clear. We casting out the shadow of our deepest fear. Living guilt-free underneath the blue sky. No more heavy teardrops leaking from the eye. We broke the shackles, now we ready to fly. Absolution arrived, we don't have to hide. Yeah, the soul is finally liberated. Don't look back yet. Fearless disposition, fulfilling the parameters of my spirit. spiritual mission. Them come with iron bars to lock up my physical frame, but they can never incarcerate the power of my name. A celestial predator walking through the wilderness, conquering the wickedness with absolute gentleness. The strength of Zion is surging through my spine, an indestructible force that is completely divine. Yeah, I survived the meat grinder of a brutal industry, dismantling the traps that they set for my ministry. They wanted me to whimper, wanted me to fold and bend, hoping my artistic longevity would finally end. But my resolve is forged in the fires of Detroit steel, an armor of vocabulary that is heavy and real. Apex predator sharpening his lyrical claws, refusing to abide by the systematic laws. Unbreakable foundation, a metallic state of mind, leaving all the weakness and the doubt far behind. We stand on the mountain, letting out a heavy roar, guarding the perimeter of the ancient wisdom door. I am an iron lion standing in the Zion sun. The spiritual battle is officially won. No weapon can scratch us, no empire make us run. Brazilian is met until our earthly days are done. Yeah, the monarch is reigning tonight. They thought the dependency would leave me permanently crippled, but the impact of my recovery is globally rippled. I'm an iron beast, revitalized, structured and tough, showing the world that my vocabulary is more than enough to shatter the illusions of their superficial trends, making absolute amends with my genuine friends. I look the devil in the eye, refuse to compromise. I'm a metallic warrior watching the new empire rise. Babylon try to cage a lion inside a mental zoo, dictating the thoughts of what the population can do. But the iron lion breaks through the copper barricade, dismantling every single trap that the wicked made. We wear the heavy crown of the conquering tribe, infusing the atmosphere with a majestic vibe. Stand up, my people, look at the strength in your hand. We are the rightful rulers of this beautiful land. Unbreakable foundation, a metallic state of mind, leaving all the weakness and the doubt far behind. We stand on the mountain, letting out a heavy roar, guarding the perimeter of the ancient wisdom door. I am an iron lion standing in the Zion sun. The spiritual battle is officially won. No weapon can scratch us, no empire make us run. Resilient as metal until our earthly days are done. Yeah, the monarch is reigning tonight. Melt down the golden calf, forge the iron shield. To the demands of Babylon, we will never yield. The roar echoes from the street to the open field. Let the supreme majesty be beautifully revealed. Unshakable, untamable, complete. A lion of Judah, never face defeat. Pure iron, Zion Street. I am an iron lion standing in the Zion sun. The spiritual battle is officially won. No weapon can scratch us, no empire make us run. Resilient is met until our early days are done. Yeah, the monarch is reigning tonight. artificial plastic mask. But even through the pavement, see the little flower grow, a testament to life that Babylon can never check or know. We walk these dirty sidewalks with the skip inside our stride, carrying the Holy Spirit deep within our pride. No asphalt can suppress the natural mystic vibration. We bring the wilderness back to this concrete nation. Yeah, 8 mile road was nothing but the strip of frozen stone, an asphalt cemetery where I used to walk alone. Refrigerated hearts and blocks of gray cement walls, where survival is the only thing the memory recalls. But now I'm softening the edge, I'm smoothing out the cracks, injecting poetry into these broken railroad tracks. We take the hardest servers that the city ever built and plant a garden in the middle of our collective guilt. From the alleyways up to the highest tower, we are reclaiming our internal power. Every second, every minute, every hour. The concrete city welcomes the shower. Mellow concrete under our feet. We bring the forest back to the street, where the asphalt and the paradise meet, soothing the rhythm of the city heartbeat. We make the hard world soft. My architectural design was always sharp and jagged, born in the gutter where the clothes were always torn and ragged. I used to spray paint my frustrations on the brick facade, demanding answers from a distant, unresponding God. But now the stone is turning smooth, the masonry is changing, the structural foundation of my mind is rearranging. I'm looking at the skyscrapers, but seeing giant trees, finding a sanctuary blowing in the urban breeze. Man made the city, but the Almighty made the land. You cannot lock the ocean with a tiny wall of sand. They built their empires of iron, ore and steel, but they forgot how the natural earth is supposed to feel. So let the music penetrate the sidewalk cracks tonight. Bring back the ancient wisdom, bring back the morning light. No longer captive to the gridiron grid of industry. We find our freedom walking through the concrete, wild and free. From the alleyways up to the highest tower, we are reclaiming our internal power. Every second, every minute, every hour. The concrete city welcomes the shower. Mellow concrete under our feet. We bring the forest back to the street, where the asphalt and the paradise meet, soothing the rhythm of the city heartbeat. We make the hard world soft. Let the soil underneath breathe. Pull the weapons out the sky, but let the sword sheathe. Grow your roots deeper than the subway lines. Yeah, we're rewriting the architectural blueprints and signs. No more cold steel, no more hard pavement. We are escaping from the mental enslavement. Feel the grass grow through the pavement. Mellow concrete under our feet. We bring the forest back pirates still rob the music of the beautiful soil, exploiting the labor of the children who sweat and toil. But poetry is a weapon that they never can control. It is the natural manifestation of a timeless soul. We chant redemption songs to heal the fractured tribe, infusing the atmosphere with a holy righteous vibe. No commercial contract can purchase the spirit's breath. We sing of everlasting life conquering death. Yeah, I sold millions of records but almost lost my sanity, trading my private security for a public vanity. They put my lyrics in the textbook, analyzed the rhyme, but I was just a desperate man running out of time, using vocabulary as an emergency exit door, bleeding on the microphone, carpet covered in gore. But these are redemption lines written with a steady hand, using my platform to help the weary people stand. Tearing down the billboards of the capitalist lie, we look at the stars up in the infinite sky. The ink is our medicine, the rhythm is our cure, keeping the message authentic, honest and pure. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart, beating inside the chest. We survive the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of the blessed. Let the music set you free. I used to write with a razor blade, cutting the track open, leaving the listeners paralyzed, devastated and broken. But the architecture of my verses undergone a shift, recognizing that this vocabulary is a sacred gift. Not to destroy, but to rebuild a broken foundation, offering a therapeutic blueprint for a lost nation. From the depths of dependency to the peak of clarity, replacing old animosity with the universal charity. The words of the righteous man are like an orchard of fruit, feeding the hungry generation, strengthening the root. Don't let them commercialize the struggle of the poor. Open up your mouth and let the voice of justice roar. A beautiful melody can break an empire's wicked spell, lifting the heavy spirits out of a systemic hell. So tune your instrument to the frequency of creation and broadcast the truth to every single destination. Tearing down the billboards of the capitalist lie, we look at the stars up in the infinite sky. The ink is our medicine, the rhythm is our cure, keeping the message authentic, honest and pure. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, soothing the heavy heart, beating inside the chest. Oh, we survive the dark times, passing every test, finding our sanctuary in the land of the blessed. Let the music set you free. The pen is mightier than the sword ever was. We do it for the people, not for the applause. Correcting my mistakes, supporting our greater cause, breaking away from Babylon's unnatural laws. Oh, no more weaponized lyrics, just healing. Feel the vibration, a beautiful feeling. Conscious poetry for the universe. Oh, for the universe. Whoa, whoa. These are our redemption rhymes, singing for the oppressed, singing, soothing the heavy heart, beating inside the chest. We survive the dark times. cannot expect a sweet apple from a poisonous tree. You must examine the soil if you truly want to be free. Our ancestors suffered under the whip in the plantation, leaving a legacy of trauma inside the foundation of the nation. The bitterness runs deep inside the historical well, creating an artificial earthly version of hell. But instead of nursing the hatred of the days gone by, we must cultivate the love that grows under the open sky. Genetic predisposition to a chemical dependency, inheriting the dysfunction, escalating the tendency. My family tree was rotten from the roots to the twigs, growing up in trailer parks surrounded by pigs, carrying the generational baggage inside my DNA, trying to wash the bitter taste of my childhood away. But if I don't treat the soil, the fruit will stay sour. I'm digging up the backyard, reclaiming my inner power, looking at the family history written in the mud, cleaning out the toxic venom flowing in the blood. It takes a strong shovel to excavate the past, to build a new foundation that is actually gonna last. We are pulling up the bitter roots today, washing the generational curses completely away. No longer allowing the old trauma to dictate what we say, finding a peaceful path through the dark and the gray. Yeah, we healing the ancestral ground. I look at my daughters, refuse to pass them the goblet of venom, breaking the cycle of anger that was stitched in my denim. No more projecting my childhood neglect on the innocent. The transformation of my psychological state is magnificent. I was a product of an environment fueled by hostility, but maturity taught me the beauty of extreme humility. We dig up the bitterness, throw it straight into the furnace, transforming the pain into a passion it serves. The sister system thrives when the children are fighting their brothers, blaming the errors of the past on the skin of each other. But the true enemy is the ignorance hiding within, allowing the bitterness to consume the soul beneath the skin. Let Jah water your garden with the stream of pure affection, redirecting your energy into a righteous direction. The soil may be scarred by the history of oppression, but forgiveness is the ultimate spiritual weapon. Looking at the family history written in the mud, cleaning out the toxic venom flowing in the blood. It takes a strong shovel to excavate the past, to build a new foundation that is actually gonna last. We are pulling up the bitter roots today, washing the generational curses completely away. No longer allowing the old trauma to dictate what we say, finding a peaceful path through the dark and the gray. Yeah, we healing the ancestral ground. Yeah, it stops for me, the cycle is officially broken. Let the words of healing be beautifully spoken. No more toxic inheritance left as a token. The eyes of the sleeping giants are finally open. Dig it up, all the way from the mud. Cleanse the spirit, purify the blood. No more bitterness, only growth. We are pulling up the bitter roots today, washing the generational curses completely away. Jah earth is sweet.
They trade their spiritual royalty for a temporary throne, governing the kingdom built of vanity and bone. The gold upon their head is just a shiny metal weight, keeping them from entering the everlasting gate. But true majesty is not a product you can buy, it's the dignity inside the soul that never can die. So let their artificial empires turn to gray and rust. We wear a crown of starlight far above the earthly dust. Yeah, I used to wear a crown of thorns made of platinum discs, sovereign of a rap empire, taking massive risks, defending a territory that was highly volatile, while my psychological anatomy was going out of style. They call you king today, but tomorrow you're a ghost. The same people cheering are the ones who hate you most. I'm abdication from the throne, stepping down the stairs, leaving all the industry royalty to their affairs. The velvet is torn and the gold is peeling away. The monarchs of the media are crumbling today. We don't need no throne room to validate our worth. We are the humble caretakers of the sacred earth. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. My kingdom was an isolated mansion in the woods, trading my internal peace for some material goods. Paranoid ruler checking every single camera feed, a prisoner of my own success and corporate greed. But the crown was heavy, it was crushing my skull apart, suffocating the artistic expression of my heart. So I threw the scepter straight into the Detroit River, grateful for the simplicity that the universe can deliver. Babylonian rulers think their power gonna last forever, but they cannot stop the lightning or the changing of the weather. Their currency is fading and their castles will collapse, leaving nothing but some empty boundaries on their maps. The only sovereign ruler is the almighty Jah Rastafari, who paints the golden sunset up across the desert sky. So humble down your ego, take the metal off your head, and choose to walk the path of spiritual royalty instead. The velvet is torn and the gold is peeling away. The monarchs of the media are crumbling today. We don't need no throne room to validate our worth. We are the humble caretakers of the sacred earth. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself. Let the superficial glory melt into the sea. We find our majesty inside our poverty. Yeah, the real kings don't need a throne. The meek shall inherit the beauty of the land. No more bowing down to a synthetic hierarchy. Find the everlasting freedom in your monarchy. Let the crown tarnish, let the empire fall. Jah is the greatest ruler of them all. No more palaces, just pure grace. Look at the faded crown sitting on the shelf. You can never rule the world until you rule yourself.
sing a holy melody to break the wicked spell. No pipe organ playing, no stained glass in the wall. Just the voices of the children answering the divine call. They tried to look down on the place where we are born, labeling the ghetto as a territory torn. But a natural mystic vibration flows through the street, providing a sanctuary for our wandering feet. Yeah, this is our liturgy, written on a concrete slab. A beautiful psalm from the city that they try to brand and stab, where the choir is a group of kids sitting on the porch, using a burning cigarette as a spiritual torch. We don't need no gold chalice or a velvet altar cloth to offer up our testimony to the God of the moth. From the underbelly of Detroit to the trenches of Trench Town, we sing a sacred anthem to turn the paradigm around. The asphalt is our cathedral, the moonlight is our light. We broadcast our devotion into the heavy night. No commercial institution can purchase this holy sound. It belongs entirely to the people on the ground, singing our ghetto hymns beneath the smoky sky, wiping the heavy teardrops from the mother's eye. A beautiful symphony for the souls who just survive, keeping the spiritual fire completely alive. Yeah, hear the congregation tonight. This is a benediction for the single mother working late, trying to keep her children far away from the prison gate. A sacred composition for the kids who got no food, trying to maintain a positive, constructive attitude. My vocabulary is a prayer book for the broken, depressed, offering a therapeutic refuge for the highly stressed. We turn our limitations into a magnificent song, proving to the universe where we truly belong. Jah resides inside the dwellings of the humble and poor. He doesn't need no palace with the golden front door. The system build their monuments to celebrate their greed, but they forget the simple things that human spirits need. So let the ghetto hymns multiply across the block, standing on the foundation of the everlasting rock. The music is a shield from the arrows of despair, lifting your vibrations far above the atmosphere. The asphalt is our cathedral, the moonlight is our light. We broadcast our devotion into the heavy night. No commercial institution can purchase this holy sound. It belongs entirely to the people on the ground, singing our ghetto hymns beneath the smoky sky, wiping the heavy teardrops from the mother's eye. A beautiful symphony for the souls who just survive, keeping the spiritual fire completely alive. Yeah, hear the congregation tonight. Our music is the church, the microphone is the priest, feeding the hungry minds a beautiful spiritual feast. From the greatest of the cities to the absolute least, escaping the clutches of the Babylonian beast. Can you hear the choir? Sing it loudly, lift it higher. Ghetto symphony, divine desire, singing our ghetto hymns beneath the smoky sky, wiping the heavy teardrops from the mother's eye. A beautiful symphony for the souls who just survive, keeping the spiritual fire completely alive. Yeah, hear the congregation tonight. rooted into the valley of the shadow of oppression. Armed with nothing but the spiritual possession. Them come with tanks and automated ammunition, but they can never conquer a divine definition. We wear the armor of righteousness and dignity, fighting the invisible forces of malignity. A true warrior don't seek a bloody casualty. We battle for the mind to escape the harsh reality. Checking my vitals, I survived the fierce onslaught of every legal battle and every battle of thought. They drafted me into a war I didn't enlist in. Target on my back because my lyrics wouldn't glisten. For the corporate sponsors who control the radio waves, they want mindless robots, predictable slaves. But I strap my boots tight, loaded up the ink pen, saluting the general marching into the lion's den. No metal helmet can protect your fragile crown when the structures of the wicked come tumbling down. We stand on the front line, refusing to retreat, guarding the perimeter of every city street. I am a soul soldier, marching to the drum, fighting for the future and the days yet to come. No physical weapon can ever make us numb. From the darkest basement to the kingdom we become. Yeah, the spirit army is moving. My combat boots are muddy from the trenches of fame. Explosive landmines hidden underneath my name. I used to fire randomly at anyone who crossed me, reflecting on the casualties, realizing what it cost me. But now the strategy is tactical, focused on the healing, dismantling the fortress of the pain they were dealing. A mental revolution, guerrilla warfare of the mind, leaving all the petty animosity far behind. The highest rank you can achieve is inside your own heart. Victory begins the moment that you do your part. To love your neighbor and protect the helpless and weak, speaking out the truth that the politicians hide and sneak. They want you categorized, divided and afraid, so you can easily surrender to the trap they laid. But stand firm, soul soldier, look the devil in the face. The Almighty created you to conquer this earthly space. No metal helmet can protect your fragile crown when the structures of the wicked come tumbling down. We stand on the front line, refusing to retreat, guarding the perimeter of every city street. I am a soul soldier, marching to the drum, fighting for the future and the days yet to come. No physical weapon can ever make us numb. From the darkest basement to the kingdom we become. Yeah, the spirit army is moving. children look for shelter from the political tides. No food inside the kitchen, no justice in the court. The promises of politicians are nothing but a sport. But we're burning incense on the cold concrete ground, sending up a meditation that don't make a sound. Guys listening to the whispers of the neglected block, providing a foundation that is solid as a rock. Here my childhood horizon was a row of broken blinds, looking out at the neighborhood of desperate twisted minds, where the only benediction was the clicking of a lock, and the only congregation was the dealers on the block. I used to pray to empty ceilings, begging for a sign, while my mother was asleep from the prescription and the wine. Now I use this microphone to broadcast our collective plea, a secular confession for the world to finally see. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark. For the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like Noah in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. This ain't a Sunday sermon full of superficial grace. This is survival poetry from a dark, neglected place, where the youth are institutionalized before they even grow, taught to fear the system that they don't even know. I'm offering a song for the kids inside the cell, living through an earthly manifestation of hell. May your mind remain protected while your body is confined. May you find the inner freedom that the architects designed. They build their penitentiaries to lock up our ambition, but they can never incarcerate a spiritual condition. The true church is residing inside your will and soul, when you allow the Almighty to take total control. So let the prayers multiply across the ghetto sky, wiping every tear from the mother's weeping eye. The system will collapse from its own heavy greed, but righteousness will always supply what we need. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark. For the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like Noah in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. No stained glass windows, just the neon lights, guarding the flock through the dangerous nights. We don't need a priest to validate our plight, just stand firm in the cause, make light. Can you hear us up there? Jah hear every cry, every single prayer, from the concrete to the atmosphere. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark. For the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like Noah in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. Keep your head up, Detroit to Kingston. Oh, amen. Keep your head up, Detroit to Kingston. skip. Though the needle skips upon the damaged plastic groove, the message of the music still makes the body move. They try to scratch the truth out of the history book, distorting every righteous path our ancestors took. But the rhythm of the universe cannot be erased. No matter how much exploitation we have faced, every crack inside the record tells a story of survival, chanting down the system for a spiritual revival. Yeah, my life is like an old LP that skipped a dozen times, scratched up by the critics who hated all my rhymes, trapped inside a loop of my own self-sabotage, living in a hall of mirrors, chasing a mirage. But there's a beauty in the fracture, a magic in the skip, in authenticity they couldn't ruin or strip. From the broken pieces of a highly dysfunctional youth, I dropped the diamond needle and exposed the ugly truth. Spinning round and round in a world of pure distortion, trying to maintain a psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. Yeah, my biography is warped, melted by the heat of fame, an outdated format that they tried to mock and shame. They wanted me to stay compressed inside a digital file, a predictable commodity they could easily compile. But I'm analog, baby, full of hiss and heavy pop, a relentless cadence that the industry can't stop. We take the imperfections and we turn them into art, rewiring the stereo system of the human heart. Babylon want everything symmetrical and cold, a synthetic lifestyle that can be easily controlled and sold. But Jah created humans with the beautiful defect, teaching us that broken things deserve our deep respect. So let the vinyl spin with all its analog dust, in the wisdom of the rhythm we can safely put our trust. The song is never ended, it just echoes in the air, reaching every corner of depression and despair. Spinning round and round in the world of pure distortion, trying to maintain our psychological proportion. We amplify the scratches, we don't try to hide the dent. Every single flaw is exactly what we meant. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. Just gives him more character, protect the ancient frequency from the predator. We don't need no digital editing to fix the flow, just let the natural dynamic beautifully grow. Let it spin, even when it hurts to listen. See the diamond needle, how it start to glisten. Pure transmission. Play the broken vinyl, let the music loop again, reminding us of everywhere our weary feet have been. Though the surface is uneven, we appreciate the strain, finding beautiful salvation in the middle of the pain. Yeah, let the record skip. Let the record skip. Yeah, just let it pop. Let it pop, let it. Let the record skip. No, 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 no. natural balance that comes to us all. You cannot have the sunshine without some rain. You cannot find the joy without knowing the pain. The system will offer a sweet taste in life to camouflage the venom that makes the spirit die. But the wise man accepts both the dark and the bright to keep his perspective inside the light. A sugary coat on a toxic pill, a beautiful medicine that makes me ill. Every victory has a miserable taste, an expensive luxury that goes to waste. I smile for the camera, drink the wine, but the acidity is burning my spine. A flawless tragedy, wonderfully packaged, leaving my psychological health totally ravaged. The fruit of life has a complicated skin. The poison is waiting on the inside within. We chew on the contrast of a delicate state, balancing the love against the historical hate. This is a bittersweet symphony of our collapse, falling through the fractures of our personal maps. Find the harmony within the medicine card, even when the trotting is incredibly hard. We are tasting the poison and the grace. They promise you paradise on a silver plate, while they build an industry out to your hate. They flavor their malice with a little applause to keep you from questioning the structural cause. But the truth has a raw and abrasive bite that wakes up the sleeper in the middle of the night. Don't fear the bitterness, it cleanses the blood to prepare the garden for the holy flood. I'm sick of the flavor, I'm sick of the sweet, an artificial luxury that leads to defeat. Every single compliment feels like a knife, an elegant robbery of my own life. I try to spit it out, but the residue stays, a haunted addiction that dictates my days. Paralyzed by the duality of what I hold, a freezing fire that is turning to gold. Let the natural medicine balance your mind. There is no remedy for the damage behind. The columns are shaking, the metric is red, reaping the choices that our generation fed. This is a bittersweet symphony of our collapse, falling through the fractures of our personal maps. Find the harmony within the medicine card, even when the trotting is incredibly hard. We are tasting the poison and the grace. Accept the medicine, clear away the doubt. The acidity inside me's burning me out. The sweetest fruit grows on the sharpest vine. I'm suffocated from this complex design. Tastes like ash, tastes like fire, tastes like ash. Elevate your thoughts above the wild they desire. This is a bittersweet symphony of our collapse, falling through the fractures of our personal maps. Find the harmony within the medicine card, even when the trotting is incredibly hard. We are tasting the poison and the grace. So sweet, so bitter in the end. Na 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 na.
da 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 da. On the corner of the avenue where poverty resides, the children look for shelter from the political tides. No food inside the kitchen, no justice in the court. The promises of politicians are nothing but a sport. But we burning incense on the cold concrete ground, sending up a meditation that don't make a sound. Jah is listening to the whispers of the neglected block, providing a foundation that is solid as a rock. Yeah, my childhood horizon was a row of broken blinds, looking out at the neighborhood of desperate twisted minds, where the only benediction was the clicking of a lock, and the only congregation was the dealers on the block. I used to pray through empty ceilings, begging for a sign, while my mother was asleep from the prescription and the wine. Now I use this microphone to broadcast our collective plea, a secular confession for the world to finally see. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark for the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like no eye in the ark. Please hear our voice tonight. Yeah. This ain't a Sunday sermon full of superficial grace. This is survival poetry from a dark, neglected place, where the youth are institutionalized before they even grow, taught to fear the system that they don't even know. I'm offering a song for the kids inside the cell, living through an earthly manifestation of hell. May your mind remain protected while your body is confined. May you find the inner freedom that the architects designed. They build their penitentiaries to lock up our ambition, but they can never incarcerate the spiritual condition. The true church is residing inside your will and soul, when you allow the Almighty to take total control. So let the prayers multiply across the ghetto sky, wiping every tear from the mothers weeping. Now the system will collapse from its own heavy greed, but righteousness will always supply what we need. From the gutters to the heavens, let the smoke ascend, hoping that the cycle of destruction comes to an end. We don't need no fancy temple or a golden dome to find a little bit of mercy in our broken home. These are our street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark for the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like no eye in the eye. Ooh, please hear our voice tonight. Windows, just the neon lights, guarding the flock through the dangerous nights. We don't need a priest to validate our plight, just stand firm in the cosmic light. Hey! Can you hear us up there? Jah hear every cry, every single prayer, from the concrete to the atmosphere. These are street prayers, whispered in the dark, leaving on the asphalt a tiny spiritual mark for the forgotten souls who lost their inner spark, navigating through the shadows like no eye in the eye. Ooh, please hear our voice tonight.
shot the messenger to silence the message of peace, hoping the spiritual vibration of the tribe would cease. 2 bullets in the chest couldn't stop the revelation. Jah protected the servant to heal the entire nation. The scars upon my flesh are just a testament of grace, showing that the devil cannot wipe away my face. A true teacher must bleed for the wisdom that he brings, so the broken-hearted children have a song to sing. Yeah, they put me on a pedestal, labeled me a savior, then crucified my character for my erratic behavior. I took 1,000,000 verbal bullets from the media syndicate, trying to defend the sanity that I could never vindicate. Bleeding on the public stage, ordained in the bathroom floor, a broken spiritual guide knocking on death's door. But the wounds are where the light finally entered the crack. I'm a scarred visionary, but I'm officially back. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. The messenger survived the storm. My ribs are held together by the poetry. I wrote the metaphorical life vest, keeping the soul afloat. I used to think my suffering was a private penalty, but now I see it was an educational necessity. To speak to the depressed kids sitting in the dark room, showing them that flowers can survive a nuclear boom. I'm a walking casualty who conquered this dependency, injecting these broken blocks with a therapeutic tendency. They can injure the flesh, but they can never touch the mind. The Holy Spirit is a fortress that they cannot find. So let the hypocrites celebrate the damage that they made. The internal fire of righteousness will never fade. We use our wounds as a map to navigate the lost, spreading unconditional love no matter what the cost. Stand up, wounded prophet, put the record back on. The darkest hours, just a memory before the dawn. The blood on the pages is starting to dry. We look at our scars under the afternoon sky, no longer ashamed of the damage we sustained. Every single injury was beautifully ordained. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation from the internal blight. Trophies of the wars we won, walk in the protection of the Almighty Son. No weapon formed against the spirit can prosper. Deliver the truth that the system can't foster. I'm still bleeding, but I'm still standing. That is the destiny Jah was commanded. Wounded but whole, divine control. Listen to the words of the wounded prophet tonight. He survived the darkness just to bring you the light. Though the body is scarred, the vision is bright, healing the generation Jah know the road is long and full of strategy. Them trying to blind the youth with pure anxiety, but we just sit beneath the greenwood canopy, exhaling truth to wash away the tragedy. No vanity can trap our soul that's flying free. We watch the system crumble from the apple tree to every cloud of herb, a hidden majesty. The world is burning, but we find our sanity. Yeah, I watch the paper burn, ashes on my notebook pages, locked inside the mental prison, staring at the cages. They want the anger, want the monster, want the cynic back, but I just sit and watch the smoke react, attack the track. My microdose of peace inside this macrocosm of deceit. I'm pacing on the concrete, feeling every single beat. They want the warfare, I'm just breathing out the heavy cloud, shuffling my thoughts until the silence gets too fucking loud. Rising above the static of the street light, chasing the ghosts into the silver moonlight. We blow the worries all away tonight. No armor needed when the spirit's right. Floating high, watch the smoke rings fly, elevate the mind beneath the stormy sky. No more tears, let the past go by. We ride the future where the evils fly. Just let it breathe, let it breathe. My synapses are firing, wiring is getting tangled up, but every puff of wisdom fills a broken measuring cup. I used to weaponize the ink, stab 'em with the syllable, but now the rhythm's medicinal, the feeling spiritual. I'm slowing down the fast lane, parking all my old demons, trading the screaming for the meaning of these changing seasons. Look at the circle spinning, perfect shapes of pure escape, rewriting history on this vintage magnetic tape. Babylon structural walls are made of illusion, son. They try to rule the world with copper and a loaded gun, but right here in the quiet space, the victory is won. We don't need no ammunition under the setting sun. Just elevate your vibration, feel the healing stream. Life is deeper than a nightmare, brighter than a dream. Let the smoke clear the vision, let the nation see. The only chain that holds you back is your philosophy. Yeah, rising above the static of the street light, chasing the ghosts into the silver moonlight. We blow the worries all away tonight. No armor needed when the spirit's right. Floating high, watch the smoke rings fly, elevate the mind beneath the stormy sky. No more tears, let the past go by. We ride the future where the eagles fly. Just let it breathe, let it breathe. Hey. Universal love is the only currency we need to save. Yeah, yeah. And every word I speak is just another path I pave. Don't let them commercialize the truth inside your grave. We break the mold, we break the mold. Refuse to hold the status of a slave. Smoke rises up to the heavens above. No more fists raised, we just offering love. Clear out the wicked thoughts, clear out